How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play. They call me the Toaster, and let's get right into today's episode. So in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a bubble elevator all the way up to the sky in order to start building the mob farm. So I think I'm going to change my mind about where I want the entrance to be. Last episode, I said that I wanted to put it over here off to the side, but this section here is my gold farm and my XP farm, and I kind of don't want to mix up the two. So I think what I need to do is I need to make a new branch off of over here, and I should make the entrance over here at the end. So I'm kind of going to have to run over here in order to get it. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to start hollowing out a little bit so I can make, I can extend this iron walkway that I have so that it makes sense for what I want to do. So let me just get that a little bit started and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I got the basic outline done. So basically I extended this part of the iron. This is where the entrance is going to be. So this part here is going to bubble me up. And then this part over here is where I'm going to fall down. And I'm going to be able to catch myself in the water right below. Okay, and then I also extended the iron to go all the way over here towards my bed as well. I thought this would be a nice addition as well. So ideally what's going to happen is I'm going to, I wanted to make it a little bit realistic as well. So ironically, let me go get a trapdoor. And no, not one, none of the 10,000 trapdoors that I have on me. Do I have acacia wood? That would work the best in this situation. I don't have acacia wood. I have acacia doors. Oh, but you know what I probably do have? I probably have them in the villager thing. Let me go double check. Okay, so I do have them here in the villager thing. I'm gonna I only need one actually. So the rest I'll leave over here and let me go back down. So the whole thing is that there's going to be a water elevator here, but I don't want the water to be like just falling all over the place. So I thought it'd be cool if I could put like a grate there, kind of as if this was a drain for the water to go down. So the water is going to be coming down like this. Yeah, and then I'm going to put a button here. That's going to block that out. A button here. Okay, so it looks still kind of hidden. And I feel like this makes it look a bit more realistic as if the water was coming down the drain over here. So if I did this right, I think what should happen is I could put a kelp block here. Yeah, and then this is going to start growing. And it's going to start going upwards. So I'm going to leave this here for now. And then I guess if I take this water away, then the kelp dies, right? Is that how that works? Oh no, this stays. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this part. So let me take a note of the coordinates here, 1702 and 125. And I need to make sure that I have a ton of stone bricks for this. So let me organize this inventory. And one last thing I realized I was missing for the bubble elevator is that I want to have a nice view when I go up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a portion of it out of glass, just the front facing one so that I can look straight ahead. So I don't have any sand left actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go and dig up some sand. Okay, so I needed a whole bunch of sand. So what I did was I got a bunch of it and I built these other furnaces here just to help me quickly smelt it. While I'm preparing for that, I want to also get the bone meal ready. So basically the kelp needs to go from here all the way up to 280 or so. So basically what I do is I need 3 stacks and a half of bone meal. So how much did I get over here? Right now I have 2 stacks. Okay, so that's not so bad. So what I could do in the meantime is, let me see if I have any bones. Let me see if I can sort of make the bone meal. Would it be in here? Okay, no. Oh, I have a ton of bones already, actually. That's really good news. So I would need 3 stacks and 1, 2 and a half, just like that. Okay. So that's going to be just enough bone meal for me to be able to grow the kelp all the way up to the top where it needs to be. So I'm almost done. I just need to wait for the sand to smelt. So let me just skip ahead to that. All right, so now that all of the sand has been smelted into glass, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all of it. And I think the easiest way is just to break these ones over here. And then take out all this glass that I have. Perfect. And that should be just enough. All right, so let me just double check what the actual coordinate was over here, 1702 and 125. So let's head over there, 1702 and 125. I have to get up there. Let's see, I could probably jump out of the bounds over here. Okay, 1702, 12, and 125. 1, 20, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just to make sure, if I dig all the way down, I should be getting to that one spot. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up. Yeah, let me just get up over here. Okay, and then I'm going to use the glass to start building the elevator. So let's see how this is going to work. I'm going to put all the glass that I need right here. And this is going to go up just like this. Yeah. Okay, and I have my water bucket, so I'll be able to get down easily. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to put this water... No, because I need it at the top. That's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to keep going up like this. Is this the best way to do it? If I just keep going up like that? Yeah, it might take a little while, but at least if I can do all 4 of them at the same time, I think that would be the best thing for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge up all the way up to 200 and... What is it? It's 280. Okay, so I'm going to see you at the top. All right, I'm doing pretty good. I've gotten really high up, and I just wanted to say how interesting it was to be able to see my base from this really tall perspective up here. I think it's actually really impressive, but I'm going to keep going. All right, I'm still going up high, and I made it to the same level as the clouds, and my base is looking really tiny from up here, but I still have a long way to go, so I'm going to keep going up. All right, and here we go. We made it all the way to the top. I misplaced some of the blocks, and that's why I'm only at 278, but this thing is still going to work just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this water over here, and I'm going to give this a really good chance to go all the way down, because from this height, I'm pretty sure I would die unless I jumped right into the iron farm, which, as tempting as it is, and I definitely could make that jump, I'm going to have to hard pass on that. So let me head all the way down over here. And I got to make sure that I don't catch up to the water at the bottom. But I need to go all the way down to the bottom so I can plant the kelp down there. So let me skip ahead to that. Okay, so now that I made it here to the bottom, I'm going to put the kelp. And then I'm going to use all the bone meal that I have, which should be enough to get me all the way up to the top. So let me just keep spamming this thing. Oh, and that kind of doesn't do what I want it to do. I'm going to break this. Put this like that. It's because they keep coming out. Okay, I get it. Okay, well, in any case, I can just keep bone mealing it from the base right here. Just like that. So let me use all of this up here. And then, no, I think it has to be the bottom one because that one's not... I'm not using my bone meal. Wait a second here. Why am I having such a hard time staying on this block? Do I have to, like, go up with it? Okay, why can't I use my bone meal anymore? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so I broke the stock, and if I keep doing this... Okay, so I think it only lets me go... No, there we go. Okay, there. That one let me use the whole lot. And then what happens? Okay, then I think at a certain point it stops because it's too big. So I think what I'm going to have to keep doing is I'm going to have to keep breaking it. Yeah, and then I'm going to have to plant them all up. I'm going to have to... Can I even stack that many on top? Let's see. Oh yeah, because then I could place them inside of the water blocks. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep growing them like this, and then I'm going to harvest that many kelp, and then I'll just plant it going all the way up to the top. Give me a second. Okay, so here I'm at the last bit. I just break this one, and I used all of the bone meal. Okay, so now what I should do is if I go up here... Okay. Okay, all the kelp is floating up to the top over here. Okay, there we go. That's a whole lot of it. And now I don't want to suffocate. I know I have my beacon that's working overtime, but do I have any potions for... did I get any pufferfish? It'd be nice to have a water breathing one just for this section while I'm doing this. Let me check inside of my chest over here. I do have a bucket of pufferfish. So let me just dump this out over here and then pick it back up. Okay, good. And they give you poison effect. No, it's just super nice. Okay, so if I take this and I make one of these, and if I use the redstone, should make it last longer. So I'm going to do this, this, this to make a potion of water breathing. So let me fast forward to that. Okay, so I got my potion of water breathing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink this one. Okay, and then I'm going to plant all of this kelp up here. So if I just keep going like this should get me all the way up to the top, I hope. So let's just keep going. And then once I make it all the way to the top, then I can break them all. Oh, it's turned into snow up here. Nice. I can break them all, put a soul sand at the bottom. This is going to be a really cool bubble elevator. So I guess let me fast forward to the top. All right, so I made it all the way up to the top, and I had some kelp to spare. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go all the way down and break it at the bottom. All right, and here is the moment of truth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this block, and then I need to also clean up this water here that is overflowing. By doing this, this should get it back to the way things were. Okay, nice. I'm going to put a torch in here because it is awfully dark. And then if I break this block and I replace it with a soul sand, I should get a huge bubble elevator that goes all the way up to the top. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it a chance. Here we go. Wow, look how fast this goes. I don't think I would suffocate by being in here at all. Wow, and it's still going. I should probably try this without any of the... Oh, and what's going on here? Why am I stuck at this part? Am I stuck inside of something? What happened here? There's no way I placed a glass block at the top like this to cover it up. Oh, it's ice. Because the top of this thing turned to ice. That's what ended up happening to this block. So if I break it, it should turn into water, right? I think that's what's going to happen. I hope. No, I gotta make this thing one shorter. Yeah, and it does. Okay, so I have to cover it. I just can't expose it to the elements. Perfect. Okay, so now that the bubble elevator is done, I think that this is a great place to end this video. So if you liked it, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. All right, have an awesome day. Toaster out.